Good morning, my friends. Today we're going to read the story Jukebox Bully. It's about a story about someone being a bully. So we'll want to read the story. It's front cover, back cover, spine of the book. Here we go, Jukebox Bully. There's the title page. It shows the picture of what's on the front. It's the same picture. Okay, here we go. As Pete stood in front of his new class, Miss Pitzler announced, "Let's welcome Pete to our new team. Pete, will you be sitting by Ralph?" Sitting into his seat, Pete pulled his hat down over his head, so that's his only eyes you could see. Turning around, Ralph warned him, "They don't allow hats in this classroom." "You're not my mother," said Pete. After giving an assignment, Mr. Peltzler walked around the classroom quietly, asked Pete to remove his hat. Once he walked away, Pete poked Ralph. "Thanks a lot," he growled. Later that day at recess, Pete didn't ask to join the soccer team. Instead, he watched. "Hi, Pete," Ralph said. "Do you want to get into the game?" "No, not with these nerds," Pete replied. "I don't like those kids." "What do you want to do?" asked Ralph. Pete smiled spottedly. "Let's steal the ball. We're bigger than they are. We can have our own game." "I don't think so," said Ralph. "That's not how we play around here." "Then I'll do it myself," said Pete. "Are we supposed to take people's balls?" "I don't think so." Pete ran over to the field and yelled, "Pass it to me." When David passed a soccer ball to Pete, he grabbed it and ran off the field. "What's going on?" shouted David. Pete didn't answer. He ran faster and faster, then turned away and the ball in the air. At first the kids just stood there. Then he huddled together before walking over to Pete. Ruby and Lucy led the way. "I know you're new around here, but what are you doing?" asked Ruby. "I'm playing with the soccer ball," Pete said. "Think you're going to take it away from me?" Ruby didn't argue, nor did she threaten Pete. Instead, she softly and firmly explained, "It's your first day here, so there's no way you could know this. In Mr. Pelcher's class, we made a promise. We promised to take care of ourselves, each other, and our classroom, and to solve problems peacefully. We promised in this class no one would stand and accept bad behavior. In our classroom, we made promises too, to keep our hands to ourselves and to not hurt others. When someone acts hurtfully, we speak up. We want you to remember the class and make the same promise." "Dumb rules, dumb promises." Throwing the ball on the ground, Pete walked away. The next day, Pete ate alone. When he finished lunch, the kids raced to the classroom while Pete trailed behind. Ruby ran to Pete and asked, "Do you want to play soccer today?" "I don't play with nerds." "Okie dokie," replied Ruby. "Hey, Ruby," Pete called after. Ruby stopped and turned. "Nice shirt," Pete complimented. Then he squirted juice right all over her. "That wasn't very nice." "You are so mean," she shrieked at him. "I'll tell everyone how mean you are. You won't have any friends here." By now, Ralph and David and some others had come to them. "Ruby, I won't let you do that," Ralph said clearly. "Remember our promise." "I don't want you to remember the promise. Look what he did. We'll ignore him forever until he leaves this school and goes back to his old school," Ruby demanded. Ralph walked between Ruby and Pete. "We're not going to do this, Ruby. I know you're angry. You can tell Mr. Peltzler if you want to, but we're not going to let this treat Pete this way, and we won't put up with the bad behavior either." Ruby stomped away, leaving Pete and Ralph behind. "No one's ever done that before," Pete said. "Why are you standing up for me?" "They've been in your shoes and learned being a bully doesn't work." "And I'm not a bystander," Ralph said. "I don't stand by and let mean things happen. Besides, Ruby is my friend, and you shouldn't have ruined her shirt." "Won't the other kids be mad at you for sticking up for me?" Pete asked. "No way. They all made the same promise. We talked about it for a long time with Mr. Peltzer. Every kid here tries to keep the promises." "At my old school, I got picked on all the time," Pete said. "Everybody just let it happen, so I started to tease kids because they were mean to me." Ralph replied, "We decided that when somebody tries to be a bully, no one stands by and lets it happen. We speak up or we ask for help from some adult, but we won't be bystanders to bad behavior." The bell rang, and it was time to go back to class. "They hate me. They'll never play with me," Pete said. Before Ralph could answer, David, Lucy, and Ruby came towards them. "I'm sorry about what I said," Ruby apologized. "I can't believe I forgot the reason why we made the promise. If we can remember to stand up for each other, school is a lot more fun." "Wow, the kids here are way different than my other school," Pete said. "Maybe I'll give this promise a try." "Great, let's go talk to Mr. Peltzer," said Ruby. "Hey, Ruby, sorry about the shirt," Pete added. Ruby smiled. "No worries. I kind of like the new look." Everyone laughed, and Pete and Ruby led the way to the classroom. The end. I hope that we all can be nice to each other. Remember to keep promises, that we won't hurt each other, and that we'll be kind and help each other out in our school and our home. Thank you for reading the story with me. Bye.